Let's talk about modified Porsche 911s. We've got Singer, we've got Roof, we've got Tuthill, Gunther, a few more. I want to go through each one and just talk about what they have to offer.
Drive your car.
Both of your heads stick out. Okay.
Let's see.
Tiafo Garage.
Historically, Porsches have been more modified than Ferraris, and modification of Porsches has been more accepted than Ferraris. I'm not really sure why Ferraris have not gone down that path. Please comment if you have thoughts on that. To talk about the history of modified Porsches, we can go all the way back to the 50s and 60s. Rod Emery, his grandfather, was someone who modified the 50s hot rods in the Southern California culture, and then saw the emergence of these 356s, wonderful cars, and thought, hey, I can do something similar to these German Porsches, make them different, make them more suitable to what I'm looking for in particular, or what a prospective owner might be looking for. Eventually turned into a company, Emery, followed on by his grandson, and Rod Emery, who's now modifying the 356s as we speak, and we'll do that custom cars for customers. Really beautiful work, I think, what Rod Emery does. There's a lot of YouTube videos about his history and himself, and he's been on Jay Leno's Garage. The cars, generally, if they are Emery modified, which does take a lot of hours and time and care, it does add, I would say, more value than is put into it, or at least as much. They are expensive, and it's kind of a premium thing to have a Emery Porsche 356. So that's sort of the first inklings of, hey, making a Porsche your own is not necessarily a bad thing for the value of the car. Through Emery's work, has almost become encouraged. He also coined the term outlaw. You can see the little badge here. And the other thing Emery is known for is chopping the 911 engine to make it a 4-cylinder rather than the 6, but keeping all the guts of the 911 engine in order to get more power, and fitting that into the back of a 356, which only has room for a 4. So I think Emery sort of broke the ice, if you will, on the 356 cars, and then that was a enabler for folks to feel comfortable modifying 911s. And maybe it would have happened anyway with 911s. Maybe Emery is not as influential as I'm thinking, but it is sort of showing a trend that is different than the Ferrari world. We have here some of the players here. I broke it up into enhanced and backdated. It's not a perfect break, but it was kind of the best I could come up with. So starting in the enhanced category, start with Andiel. Andiel is a company in founded in Southern California, 1975. So still a ways back, a good, almost 50 years now. There was 3 German engineers, Arnold, Dieter, and Alwin. And if you take the first 2 letters of each of their names, you get Ardial. And they like the way Andiel sounded better, so in Andiel. What are they known for? Really Porsche racing in the 70s and 80s and modifying motors for performance. Their brand name was actually purchased by Porsche North America in 2013. Next one up is Roof. Roof out of Germany. I meant to point out, this is a very international endeavor. Emery, of course, Southern California, Andiel, LA, US. Roof, German. So Roof was founded in 1939. The company was founded in 1939. It was I might not pronounce this right. Alloy Roof Sr. was a repair shop owner in Germany. And in 74, Alloy Roof Jr., his son, began modifying Porsches, starting with the Porsche 930 Turbo. The roof that I first became familiar with was called the Yellow Bird, or nicknamed the Yellow Bird by Motor Trend. Back in 1987. The official name is the Roof CTR, which stands for Group C Turbo Roof. So it was a narrow body 911 with a roof turbo inserted into that space, and it had the rearview mirrors that were tucked in. It had its own custom roof designed 5-speed transmission, because the only transmission at that time that Porsche made that could handle that kind of power, or even turbo power period, was a 4-speed. There was a video on VHS that came out that showed the Yellow Bird going around the Nürburgring, and ended up also helping put Roof on the map. Roof is also known for, they have a very distinctive wheel design that, when you see that, that's sort of a signature Roof thing. In 2017, Roof released the CTR Anniversary. It's their first ground-up vehicle that they've done, so just from scratch vehicle, not starting with a 911 and then modifying it. They made 50 of them, and then in 2024, they, along with a couple of others you'll see, introduced a sort of an off-road Dakar type modified 911, or in this case I think a ground up also, which was they call it Roof Rodeo, kind of a safari style 911, so they started to play in that market as well. Next one up, Tuthill. Tuthill is out of the UK, and so they were founded in 1977 and by Francis Tuthill. He had a repair shop working on Porsches and took it to the next level by modifying Porsches. They are known for the 911K, which is a car that really caught my eye and that kind of inspired this video. That was released in Monterey Car Week 2022. It's based on a 1972 911, replaced the steel body panels with carbon fiber, created a bespoke 11,000 RPM naturally aspirated 3.1 liter 24 valve flat six. So that's the name 911K. The 11K there is for that 11,000 RPM, which I did not realize. It's got a 915 based 6-speed transmission, so using a Porsche magnesium case transmission, but then putting a 6-speed gear set inside there. 1,900 pounds, so this car is like, the inspiration was a motorcycle, with 4-seat, or a motorcycle with car body. I'm not sure if it has back seats, probably not. And it also made a splash when Chris Harris did a video and collecting cars on it. It's an impressive video you should go check out. Tuthill also revealed the GT1 at the 2024 Monterey Car Week, and 22 examples are planned of that. So now we get into the backdated. The first one, of course, is Singer. How can you not start with Singer? Singer was founded in 2009 in Los Angeles, another U.S. company, by Rob Dickinson, former member of the English band Catherine Wheel, and is actually named after Norbert Singer, who was a German automotive engineer who helped design the 911. I'm sure there was some tongue-in-cheek there with Singer, and he was in a band, etc. Known for the reimagined 964 Porsches, so taking a 90s, the last of the sort of upright styled 911 air-cooled cars, and then making them into a really bespoke, high-end, super luxurious, also quick, best of the best, workmanship-wise 911. They listed for about $500,000. They're now worth about $1 million plus. Then Singer decided to go more upscale, even more upscale. They did a car called the Dynamics and Lightweight Study, DLS, of which they were building 75 units. That was revealed at Monterey Car Week in 2021. It was around $2 million each plus. The next reveal was in 2022 with the turbo study. So that was like their classic, but now with a turbo motor and starting with a 964 turbo vehicle. A very beautiful creation from Singer. And actually in 2024 now they announced that they're going to make 25 slant nose versions. And in 2023, Singer brought us the DLS turbo lightweight study. For that, they're planning to make 99 units. I think, even more than $2 million, maybe. I don't have it on it. Pricing is upwards of $2 million each, shortly. And, their motto is everything is important. Singer launched the reimagined watch company in 2017, so now they're making the watches, expanding their brand. They developed also an all-terrain competition study, so a safari-like 911 called the ACS, All-Terrain Competition Study. Earlier this year, Porsche sued Singer for use of their badging on a car that looks a lot like a Porsche, but it says Singer on it, and that was dropped after a couple months in April 24. They have an agreement. I have some photos here just showing the kind of the workmanship, and the interior, you can see it's just totally redone and just incredibly high quality. Exposed mechanicals below the shifter, the fit and finish and gaps and surfaces, little details like wood inside the shifter here, maybe a throwback to the wood shifters on the 917s. Just really stunning work, and even super close up, you really can't find flaws. Our next backdate company, Gunther Works. So Gunther Works does exclusively 993s, And they were founded in 2017 in Los Angeles. A guy named Peter Nam. He named it after Gunther Wendt, who is a German-American mechanical engineer, worked at NASA in the 60s. They are, again, known for Porsche 993-based creations, the mantra there being it's the last of the air-cooled factory cars, so the best one to start with. They have like 4 models, a GWR, of which they've made 40, Turbo, which they've made 75, Speedster 25, and then the Coupe 25. I'm not sure if that's has made or will made. As you'll see, we're getting into now kind of companies that have plans. Peter also founded Vorsteiner, which makes carbon fiber aero accessories and wheels. This next one is a collaboration between a company called Kalmar in Denmark and Canepa in the US. And I think it's primarily Kalmar, and Canepa's helping with as a dealer. Kalmar was founded in Denmark by a guy named Jan Kalmar, and they are known for carbon fiber backdated bodies, again, over 993 or 964. They also have a 9X9, which is a Porsche 959 inspired retro mod, sort of the first supercar retro mod I have seen. Although at Quail, I also saw a Lamborghini Diablo retro mod, so a done up older Diablo with refreshed mechanicals. So we're kind of seeing whether this same formula will work outside Porsche. And then this last one is called Abrao Motors. I just came across this in my research for this video. I had not heard of them. They are in Miami, Florida, another US company. I couldn't find out when they were founded, but maybe around 2020. It seems like the first cars kind of talked about are in that 2021, 2022 kind of time frame. There's a gentleman named Fabi Abrao. Similar thing, taking 911s, backdating them, putting on carbon fiber body panels, etc. And they have a number of models on their website that they're working on. I think they're all mostly renderings. I've seen a few recent Facebook posts of actual vehicles, or maybe one vehicle that is their first off the line. But so they're getting into it too. So where is this all going? I think Singer did something that people said, hey, maybe I can do that too, and I see that Singer is making a lot of money. To me, of this entire group of vehicles, the one that I would most want is the Tuthill 911K, because it's starting with the 911, 72 911, not a 90s 911, and so you really get that weight benefit. And it's, from that standpoint, maybe more true to the original. And weight to me, and also high RPM are things that both appeal to me, having had S2000s before I got into these Porsches. With a whole lot of them, that would be my choice. Be interested in what your choice would be. Feel free to comment below. And how do all of these square to just having an original 911S, for example, or an original RS? Not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If I had the option of taking out for a drive a 911, a 73 911 2.7 RS, or a Singer Classic, which one would I grab the keys for? Probably depend on the day. In the end, companies honoring the brand and contributing to the Porsche world, so long as the market supports it, I think it's a good thing. I think it is curious that this is happening and has happened with Porsches and not really too many other brands, and why that is. I'd be interested in your comments. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time on Tuthill Garage for more car content in the car lifestyle in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Tuthill Garage.